my man, it's Rabbi Shlomo Lipkin, Clubhouse Rabbi and Bluegrass Rabbi. Thank you very much, Rabbi.
Hey everybody, how you doing today? Woo! Woo! Shalom Bracha, greetings and blessings. Thank you for being here today. I want to thank you for the two beautiful speakers that came before me. A lot of people have no idea why we're standing here today. They say, why are you here over ice cream? Now, I like ice cream as much as the next guy. Okay, especially the small Yisrael. But today's gathering has little actually to do with ice cream. A week ago, I was in Hebron, the oldest Jewish city in the world. It's the city that Abraham bought to bury his wife Sarah. It's where Isaac lies next to Rebekah and Jacob alongside Leah. It's where King David was crowned for Rebbe's Melech land. It's a city we bought a dozen times over, in the times of the Bible, in the times of the Ottomans, in the times of the British, till today. It's the city we were evidently cleansed from in 1929 and returned triumphantly to in 1967. It's the city where Shahid Pass, a 10-month-old infant, was murdered by a sniper's bullet, and where a Jewish community continues to thrive today. As I walked down the street of Hebron, I saw a remarkable banner. It read, "You can take our ice cream, but you can't take our history." Make no mistake, today BDS might have come for our ice cream, but their attack is on our history. Their attack is on the connection of the Jewish people to the Jewish homeland. Their attempt is to deny our connection to our ancestors. And make no mistake, if they succeed in denying our connection to Hebron, to Bethlehem, to Shechem, and to Jerusalem, what possible connection could we claim to Ramat Gan, to Petach Tikva, and to Tel Aviv? They're coming for dessert, but their intent is to wipe us off the menu. 30 years ago, Avraham Sharir, a leading Israeli politician, met with Lubavitch Rebbe Menachem Mendel Schneerson, the foremost Jewish leader of the modern era. And his wife interjected in the conversation and said, how can we ensure the Israeli government stands fierce? The Rebbe explained to her, we have to remove all pressure from the government by standing strong. When we stand strong, it enables the government to point to us as the reason they're unable to bend. When we stand strong, we allow the state of Israel, we allow the government of Israel, we allow the people of Israel to stand strong. The Rebbe concluded with a blessing and a challenge to always stand strong. My friends, that challenge is incumbent upon every single one of us. We have to stand strong, we have to make our voices heard, and we have to do so every single time. We have to remember there are no small acts of hatred. Every act of anti-Semitism, every attempt by BDS to demonize Jews, to ostracize Jews, and to separate Jews from their past, from their ancestors, and from their legacy has to be challenged. Every act of Jew hatred has to be challenged, and while it says in Psalms that the guardian of Israel neither sleeps nor slumbers, it's time for a lot of us to wake up. How can we counter those who seek to separate us from our heritage? How can we counter those who seek to deny our history? The answer is to engage in our history, to stand proudly as Jews, to stand proudly as children of Israel whose roots go back to the land of Israel. It's to proudly put on tefillin, as Abraham did in Israel. It's to proudly light Shabbos candles because the light of Judaism into the world, and it's to proudly stand with the nation of Israel every single day. Today is the 4th day of the month of Elul, where Jews around the world sound the shofar to wake themselves up, to recommit themselves to the Bris Avram, to the covenant of Abraham, our connection both to the land of Israel and to every single Jew around the world. I hold this shofar as Joshua did at Jericho. I hold it as Solomon did at the temple in Jerusalem. I hold this shofar as a reminder of our responsibilities and our roles as Jews. May the chauffeur awaken our hearts and our spirits, and may our new year be one where no plan against our people gains any success. We must continue to stand strong together as one until that speedy day arrives when the great chauffeur blows and we all return to our homeland, to Hebron, to Shem, to Jerusalem together with Mashiach. Thank you all for being here today.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rabbi Linfin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sing both national anthem, the U.S. and Israeli together. Please remove your caps for the United States national anthem. Sing it together. Antifa. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So now, in 5 minutes from now, we're going to walk down to Times Square and say, "Shame on you, Ben and Jerry's! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!" So in 5 minutes, we're going to march down to Times Square. Please gather your belongings. Thank you, everybody.